What is going on, Shib Army? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you on. Today, we're going to talk about Shiba Inu and SHYTOSHI's new Medium post. He says here, "It's time, Shib Army. Meet Shiba Inu Games consultant William Volk, former vice president of tech at Activision." Guys, this is pretty dang big. And new egg, hashtag Cyber Monday, my take on FBI or the Metaverse, Facebook and corporate, and the future of gaming in this medium. Let's go. All right, folks, before we dive in, I'm just going to mention there's a link in the description below for Moomoo. So make sure you get your 5 free stocks when you deposit any money into your Moomoo brokerage account. Take advantage. Up to $17,500 could be yours if you live in the United States, Singapore, Hong Kong, and other areas of China. Now, let's dive right in. The future of gaming is Shib. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to the war first and then they seek to win. The Chinese general and military strategist Sun Tzu. I love when SHYTOSHI puts these quotes in his mediums. So he says, "Greetings and happy holidays to the Shib Army." He mentions at the very beginning here about zooming out, not focusing so much on the daily chart or the minute chart or the 4-hour. Zoom out. Look how far we've come. Look where we are and look where we're headed. Now let's go ahead and dive in gaming, he says. "The only way to create a 7-figure game that is worthy of 1 million friendships is to find a perfectly fitting AAA gaming studio to build it with. We scoured the internet and sent our messages to multiple studios who basically ignored us. However, we found one that is the perfect fit, and we are just finalizing the paperwork now. To let you know that this is real, we are now under a manual NDA or non-disclosure agreement. This NDA is vital to us having competitive advantage over all the other gaming, metaverse, and NFT system clones that will pop up the moment I hit send. More on my opinion of the metaverse below. However, landing a great AAA gaming studio that has worked with the likes of Disney and Warner Brothers isn't enough. To manage making a game from a concept to completion requires dedication, experience, connections, and wisdom that only a few people can provide. So, per the request of the Guardians of the Shib," oh man, I love SHYTOSHI. "I put out a request for a recruiter to find a person who can lead the game design, implementation, and completion of the SHYTOSHI game that's developed by the AAA gaming studio. Thanks, Ryan, super recruiter. We had some bites, but one candidate stood out. You guys know, we talked about this yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, Shibians of all ages, I'm happy to announce that the consultant who will lead the charge for Shiba Inu Games' version of the SHYTOSHI game is none other than William David Volk. Good job to those of you who decoded our message correctly. William has been an incredible person to work with and already, and then he says here, we've just begun. Will has seen the vision in full and knows the AAA studio, so I'm actually excited to share his quote on working with us on this unique project. "I am honored to be working with an amazing team on what will become one of the most significant games of all times." You heard that right. William Volk says the most significant games of all time. Literally gave me goosebumps when I read this. Literally, I have goosebumps right now. That's huge in my humble opinion, because you have to remember that William is no ordinary game developer. He's the true visionary with decades of top-notch, high-quality experience on the corporate side. The VP of technology at Activision, guys. This is pretty insane. Not insane, but really, really. It's just next generation. It's insanity. Shiba Inu Games times Shib. While Shiba Inu is a decentralized community, Shiba Inu Games is focused on working with amazing consultants and contractors to build an incredible first version of the SHYTOSHI game. The game will be primarily for mobile, so remember, if you have a phone, iOS and Android it's going to be compatible with, but there are requirements that force the Shib brand into the corporate world and the rules therein. However, this is a good thing because it allows us to make some of our prized assets and make them defensible. What about blockchain, you ask? Well, the completed game will be licensed solely to the decentralized team at Shiba Inu for the use on Shibarium, the layer 2 solution. They'll also be able to add various decentralized elements to enhance this mobile version. He gives us a little wink. This will provide unique opportunities within the Shiba Inu ecosystem: Shib, Leash, and Bone. Thankfully, I hold all three. Shout out to the ones who told me, increase your position in leash and bone before it's too late. While Shiba Inu games remains completely separate from this activity, moreover, the revenue gained from the Shiba Inu games in-app purchases also provides opportunities for Shib and leash burns. So the game, again, is going to have a utility burn in it as well. Truly a win-win, and this is just a teaser of what we have planned. Therefore, this unusual but progressive friendship is another great example of why Shiba Inu is positioned to take over the gaming landscape in 2022. Folks, 2022, I mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. 2022 is going to be the most ridiculous and insane year in crypto, specifically in the niche that is gaming, NFTs, and metaverse. There's going to be a huge rotation, and this happens every single time. Different bull runs have different tokens that tend to do better than others. But regardless of when this bull run decides to end, whether it's in January, February, or March, anytime in quarter one, there are some tokens that will continue to do well because, again, the shift of interest. The gaming scene is going to be completely different in 2022, 2023, and moving forward as we shift from these pay-to-play games to play-to-earn games. Now the metaverse, he says. Just my humble opinion, but I haven't been a fan of the world of metaverse since the people over at the Facebook Incorporated decided to use it. However, the idea of having a VR world where people can interact and basically live is a concept I personally adore. It's not new either. Second Life, Sims, and others were around well before anything we see on this bull run for the simple esoteric term. Now, that my rant's off. Let me get back to the question. When metaverse for Shib? Well, I've mentioned before the concept of the Oshiverse. The Shiba Inu core developers, SICD is what they're calling themselves, have been in discussion for weeks about the best way to implement the concept of Shibarium. And of course, it is already in the works. However, I believe for a metaverse to be more than a bent infinity symbol, true, and way to extract your data, it must provide real value to users. And to do so requires a certain foundation that is built prior to the release of the technology. And that's why we are working on so many aspects of Shiba Inu, including Shibarium, which is going to be pegged to the penny, ShibaNet, and a decentralized Shiboshi game. Also an incubator and much, much more that won't become evident until the near future. Guys, honestly, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Shiba Inu is just getting started. And always, 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 please be aware with all the scams going on. I want everyone to be extremely careful, extremely cautious moving forward. I appreciate your guys' love and support. If you haven't already, check out the link in the description for Patreon. Consider joining an investor community of over 1,200 members, and we grow each and every day. Excited to see what we do here in the end of 2021, moving into 2022. But that's all I had for you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.